Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 4 is here, and there are a ton of things that this season did not tell you. So in this video, I'm giving you 10 tips that'll instantly make this season easier, and I'll guarantee that there are a few things on this list you have not been using. First, we have to talk about the new Sonic rings scattered around the Green Hill zone. When you walk over these rings, they immediately heal your baseline HP or shield. And here's the key feature a lot of people overlook. Every single Sonic ring you collect grants you +1 to your maximum overshield capacity. While +1 sounds small on paper, it stacks quickly. If you land at the Sonic biome off spawn or sweep through in mid-game, picking up 15 or 20 rings gives you a massive permanent health pool buffer over your opponent's in zero build. If you happen to get into a fight with an enemy that's been gathering up these rings, damaging them forces them to drop those rings onto the ground, meaning if you push aggressively, you can snatch up their dropped rings mid-fight to instantly siphon back health and overshield right in front of their face. Tip number 2 is all about a massive meta shifter, the 1-up coin. Throughout the match, new llama supply drops will spawn naturally from the sky, or you can call them in using a gizmo. These drops contain top tier high rarity loot, but their real prize is a chance to pull the 1-up coin. This item works just about like the Kenny respawn token we had back in Chapter 7 Season 1, but with one critical upgrade that completely breaks the game. When you get eliminated with a 1-up coin in your inventory, you do not drop your gear. You respawn out of the sky with your exact loadout intact. With the old Kenny token, coming back with baseline pistols made winning endgames almost damn near impossible. With the 1-up coin, you keep your mythics, your heals, and your mobility. If you see a llama supply drop marked on your map, contesting it should be your highest priority every single game. Tip number 3 is the lobby hack codes and what I like to call the chug splash meta. Don't skip out on the lobby hack admin panel before queuing into your matches. In the lobby menu, there's an admin terminal where you can input secret cheat codes. Inputting these 4 codes gives you the free 8,000 sprite dust right out of the gate. Once you have your 8,000 sprite dust, head straight over to the override menu and go to the loot hacks section. Here you spend your dust to permanently inject specific items into your personal chest loot pool. The absolute best item to enable first is chug splashes. These hacks spawn items in addition to normal chest loot rather than replacing it. Opening a single chest off the spawn instantly drops 3 chug splashes on top of your standard weapons and or shield, giving you an immediate 60 health burst to dominate your off-spawn fights. Tip number 4 is the in-game cheat codes, which work like the previous season sprite chest. When you encounter a directional code prompt on the wall or the ground, you have to hit the exact D-pad or arrow key sequence to unlock it. You might have heard players claiming these codes are glitched or backwards, but they aren't. You're simply looking at the prompt upside down. If you look closely at the code interface, there is a solid horizontal line printed along one side. That line must be at the bottom underneath the arrows. If the line is above the symbols, you're standing on the wrong side of the prompt and reading the sequence in reverse. Walk around to the opposite side so the line is underneath and it will work instantly. Also, pay attention to the text color. Blue gives blue sprites, purple gives purple, and gold gives legendary sprites. Plus, any sprite displaying a bright yellow exclamation mark means you're missing from your collection log. Before we head into tip number 5, if these first 4 tricks were already helping you out, consider hitting the subscribe button. We drop guides like this almost every week. Drop a like on the video, and if you're picking out any new skins this season, consider using creator code Southern Slime in the item shop. It supports the channel directly and lets me keep making these breakdowns. Now let's keep it rolling. Tip number 5 is a crucial zero build inventory adjustment. Swapping your standard shockwave pocket item for the pocket crash pads whenever you're running low on mobility. While shockwaves are popular, pocket crash pads offer 2 distinct advantages. First, you get 2 charges instead of 1, and combined with a significantly shorter cooldown, makes them far more spammable when traversing long distance across open areas. Secondly, pocket crash pads make virtually 0 noise upon deployment. If you want a third party a fight without alerting the entire grid square, crash pads allow you to land silently on enemies. And just remember, if you do this, if you crash pad to escape a fight, turn around and shoot the pad so your enemy can't use your own bounce pad to chase you down. Tip number 6, how to turn one of the trickiest weapons this season into an absolute powerhouse using the Shadow Sprite. Historically, a lot of players avoid using the Oni shotgun, because of its strict 2-shell magazine capacity. If you miss even one shot in zero build, you're locked into a punishing reload animation while the enemy can just spray you down. However, Chapter 7 Season 4 introduces the Shadow Sprite, which completely breaks that limitation. At lower tiers, the Shadow Sprite automatically reloads whatever active weapon you're holding without forcing you to go through the reload animation. Once you upgrade your Shadow Sprite to higher tiers, it gets even better. It will passively reload your stowed weapons in the background while you have a different gun out. This creates an insane combat loop. You can hit someone with both heavy blasts from your only shotgun, immediately swap to your SMG or AR to keep up the pressure, and by the time you swap back to your shotgun, the Shadow Sprite has already reloaded both shells for you. You get the massive chunk damage of the only shotgun with a 0 reload downtime. Tip number 7 is the Sonic Boots Cancel. When you're rolling around in the ball state, many players think that they are vulnerable because of the transformation exit animation. But here's the trick, you don't have to wait for the animation to finish. The moment you swap to a weapon, your gun can fire instantly, even while your character model is still mid-transformation. If you track down Dr. Eggman, who is roaming around the map, eliminating him gives you a chance at the mythic Sonic Boots. Unlike the standard purple variant, holding the mythic Sonic Boots in your active hand grants you an automatic Sonic Sprint passive speed boost when running. It completely transforms your land speed without needing to waste bounce charges. Tip number 8 is using the Stone Sanctum Secret Vault Puzzle. When you land here, you'll notice a flooded lower chamber. To drain the water and access the vault, look at the 3 outer towers surrounding the POI. You can climb or shockwave up to the top section of these towers. As you approach the rooftops, there should be small ceramic pots that will spawn around you. Destroying a pot drops a relic piece, and you only need 2 relic pieces from any of the 3 towers. So once you get the relic pieces, take those down to the lower altar and interact with it. The water will drain away, revealing a hidden chamber stacked with rare chests, slurp barrels for a guaranteed full shield and gold weapons. Tip number 9 is the guaranteed high rarity loot at Heatwave Harbor and Cluster Coast. Take advantage of the 2 returning POI minigames from last season that guarantee high tier weapons every single game. Over at Heatwave Harbor, head down to the water race and trigger the duck race minigame. Completing this quick race reliably rewards you with high rarity epic or legendary pump shotgun off spawn. Meanwhile, if you drop over at Cluster Coast, search the buildings and surrounding areas for the rubber ducky wearing sunglasses. The spawn for this duck slightly changes every match, so you might not always find it in the same position. If you pick up the duck, carry it over to the building with the large rubber duck with the sunglasses, take an immediate left, drop it into the case, wait for the floor to drop, and then you should find your way to the vault where you'll find extra rare chests and hundreds of gold bars to fund your vending machine purchases. Finally, tip number 10, that is the guaranteed legendary loot from golden fishing spots. Don't always walk past the golden fishing spots during early game rotations. A lot of players completely ignore fishing rods and harpoon guns this season, assuming fishing takes too long or drops useless floppers. However, golden fishing spots have a 100% guaranteed legendary loot rate. If you land in a water-heavy POI or sweep along the riverbanks off spawn, pulling a rod on the glowing gold spot instantly awards you top-tier gold weapons. And or you can get fish that'll instantly fill your shields in the early game. So that pretty much wraps up the 10 tips and hidden mechanics to master Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 4 Override. Which tip on this list are you going to start using in your matches? Drop a comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and if you haven't already, remember to use code Southern Slime in the item shop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.